Hello, my name is Venus Canaveral, and I'll be doing a video on the importance of literacy and other key factors. Um, Explicit instruction can be used with students of all ages, making a lesson crystal clear and gives children plenty of feedback and chances to practice. Explicit instruction helps those who need intensive interventions, especially those with disabilities and English language learners. It uses structure to ensure that learners can perform tasks that they practice while data is collected and analyzed to plan the next lesson, when needing to reteach a lesson, or when moving forward to the next skill. Also, for those that learn and think differently, explicit instruction breaks up lessons into smaller parts, lightening cognitive load. Dyslexia is a learning disorder that affects spelling and reading, causing problems when dealing with writing and or math. Dyslexia is when one has problems with language processing, making it difficult for reading success. Students typically have issues with decoding, sounding out words, encoding, spelling words, and fluency, reading at a pace without making mistakes. Though skills can be improved, dyslexia is a lifelong learning disorder. The science of reading and Scarborough's reading rope both have key elements that work together to gradually strengthen fluency and meaningful reading. The science of reading demonstrates methods that help children learn to read, from the earliest steps in the spoken language to being able to decode unfamiliar words. Specifically, there are 5 components that the science of reading focuses on: comprehension, fluency, vocabulary, phonics, and phonemic awareness. Scarborough's reading rope focuses on these components as well. However, they are broken up into 2 categories: upper strands and lower strands. Scarborough's reading rope is a framework that captures the complexity of learning to read. Building these essential components can help students develop confidence and the capability for lifelong literacy success. The 5 elements that are key to reading successfully are, once again, phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and text comprehension. Based on the science of reading, a key step to developing fluent reading skills is helping children with phonemic awareness, which focuses on sounds and graphemes, the letter sequences that signify sound. Students start to decode unfamiliar words with automatic skills that they have developed by the application of direct phonics instruction. Once students successfully decode words, they learn how to anchor words into their sight word memory, also known as orthographic lexicon. Individuals store words accurately and effortlessly, developing comprehension, vocabulary, and fluency can be developed by reading aloud, which builds language comprehension skills as well. I will be discussing 2 research-based instructional strategies for all 5 components. Phonemic awareness. We could use simultaneously combining verbal and visual information, which can help with phonemes, sound and graphemes, letter sequence that signify sound. Repetition of verbal and visual information can also help as an instructional strategy for phonemic awareness. Phonics. Hands-on approach activities and showing the direct application to reading and spelling can support effective decoding, which is the most fundamental skill for students to master. Fluency. Reading aloud and repeated readings can help students with their sight word memory, also referred to as our orthographic lexicon, where individuals can read accurately and effortlessly. Vocabulary. Providing students with graphic organizers can help students outline key information and other relationships for a term. Another strategy for vocabulary would be to use semantic mapping, where students study the meaning of morphemes, phrases, words, and sentences. Comprehension. The use of explicit teaching with the lessons such as demonstrating skills, provided guided practice for students, giving corrective feedback, allowing independent practice, monitoring their practice, and reviewing what they have learned can help with comprehension. Another strategy would be to use the think, pair, and share strategy, where students work together to solve a problem or answer a question, sharing ideas, which maximizes their participation, they focus their attention, and helps engages students for comprehension. It is important to instruct students in the components of reading in sequence because it builds their knowledge from the first topic to the next topic and to the next topic after that. The components of reading must be sequentially taught to provide balance, structure, and to ensure students can decode words, fully understand, and engage with texts. Fluency is hindered if students do not receive instruction in phonemic awareness and phonics. It helps children understand how letters and letter patterns work together. If students have problems with developing phonological awareness, it can make it difficult with fluent word reading and could cause issues with comprehension. That is my video. Thank you for watching. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.